all of your time, taking all of your time. Can we talk about it for a while?
Hey, this is trending at some point. So, my first question when I watched this video was, did Coleslaw know that she was being recorded? Because throughout the call, first of all, she's calling the blogger by her actual name or nickname versus the name of the blogger, like her, I'll say stage name. And the things that she was admitting, I'm just like, you can't possibly know you're being recorded. And I don't know. I'm not saying she didn't know. She could have very well known, but it just a reasonable person. There's no way that they would be saying this and thinking that they could be recorded. So we're gonna go through some of the things that I heard sounded like an admission, and it was some crazy stuff on there, y'all. Okay, so like starting from the top. So first of all, Coleslaw has a lot of chaotic energy, and I had to take a lot of breaks during listening to this audio because she was so animated, but with trying to like convey how right she felt in her feelings, over talking, all kinds of stuff. It was a wild ride. Um, and I'm gonna say this now too, that the blogger, and we all know where it came from. So I'll just go ahead and say, just to give credit, because if you're gonna go back to the link, I'm gonna link the video anyway. So original Straight No Chaser was the blogger, right? And I felt like, in my opinion, the original Straight No Chaser was um, playing it like she didn't have all of her facts straight already. But in my opinion, I think she definitely knew the details. And I'm not saying facts like the truth. I mean just the sequence and what people were saying about it. So for instance, um, I don't know if I wrote it down, so I'll say it now so I don't forget. For instance, original Straight No Chaser said something like, but was that her husband or was that another guy? Because I was hearing that it may have been some other guy and stuff like that. And Coleslaw was so excited, she's just answering. A couple times, she must have caught herself and pulled back, like, I'll reveal that later, or I'm not going to talk about that right now. It's too explicit and stuff like that. But I was like, this call is bananas because even if I don't think I'm being recorded, well, one, I wouldn't do that to anybody, like things that Coleslaw has done. But two, I definitely wouldn't be talking about it over the phone, period. And then okay, y'all, let's go through some things that happened. We're gonna go in order of how I heard it. So, uh, Coleslaw admitted she saw the video of Melody around the 4 minute and 45 second mark of that video, of the original Straight No Chasers video, which is the audio of the call. Then she also said if she wanted to leak the video, she would have leaked it. Oh man, so she's saying basically the video existed right there, right? Then Coleslaw accused Carson of trying to get with Marceau right after that. Then Coleslaw admitted she was trying to recall who she told about the recording, which means there have been conversations about this recording with people outside of Martell, right? I'm sorry. Oh, and then one of the worst things that she could have said, she was like, I'm not lying. She was like, I'm not gonna I'm gonna paraphrase. I don't even want to say what she said. Basically, she put it on her kids way too hard. Like, stop putting stuff on your kids' lives. Like, that was crazy. Even the original Straight No Chaser was like, don't say that. Like that. Oh, and she was like, yeah, because she was like, I put it on me and my kids, but she said it way more extreme than that. She called her own self Coleslaw at one point. She was just so giddy to call her own self Coleslaw. That was crazy to me. Then she was like super excited to talk about how the ratings were down for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm like, you are way too invested. And I also was like, okay, because listening to how excited she got about certain points, I'm like, she's prepared to be in this horrible, criminal, toxic cycle with Martell until the wheels fall off, until she's in jail, he's in jail, something. Because I'm like, that energy was I'm still very much invested type energy that came across to me. Then Coleslaw said Carson didn't have to worry about her or something to that effect. She was over talking so much. I tried to catch the words. She said Carson didn't have to worry about her because Carson didn't have to worry about Coleslaw because she said that's why Carson spilled the beans to Tisha, because she was worried Coleslaw was going to go back and say something, but she was like, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything about Stormy. I wouldn't say anything about her, basically. And she said, Coleslaw said that she and Stormy have had many conversations that aren't public. She also said Stormy was a good person and has a good business. Ooh, that's not the cosign you want. Not from somebody like that. And we all know, we've seen it over and over what Stormy's business is looking like. Then Coleslaw said that if she wanted something to come out about Melody, she would give it to Original Straight No Chaser. She was like, I wouldn't have given it to another blogger. To me, this does hint that she has definitely given stuff in the past to her. Just this is all based on their own conversation, and I am drawing my own theories. And I definitely understand that this is my opinion. And for y'all, definitely everything I say is alleged. It's in my opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. This was the public call that I'm just listening and trying to interpret. Then at the 15:15 mark, Coleslaw admits knowledge of that video again, and she said if she wanted to put it out, she could have put it out, which means she had enough access to it to be able to put it out if she so chose. Then Coleslaw told Original Straight No Chaser that she could send it to her right now if she wanted to. And Original Straight No Chaser was like, well, send it. No, I'm just kidding, kind of thing. But okay. Woo, it was a lot. Then they kept talking over each other. But I heard something like Coleslaw said, I could call Martell to say, send me that pic or video, or I can go to my DMs and let me find it. That's what it sounded like I heard. So I'm trying to decipher, y'all. Then it sounded like around the 17-minute and 50-second mark that she asked Original Straight No Chaser if she really thought it was another man or Melody's husband. Because Original Straight No Chaser, that's when she was kind of like, didn't they say it was another man or a fake account and all this other stuff? And Arionne was ready. Coleslaw was ready to just say, to correct her and be like, well, this is, fill in the blanks, basically. I'm like, oh, girl, no, don't. I mean, yes, please do it, because you need to go answer for these alleged crimes. So yes, but I was like, wow, how could somebody be tricked by this? I don't know. That's the crazy part to me. And I think Original Straight No Chaser was being smart and playing up the fact that Coleslaw was trying to get her story out and straight the way that she wanted it out, or at least to talk to her. I can't tell if this was meant to be a private call or it was planned on both sides that it would be put out to the public. I don't know. And then Original Straight No Chaser, she put one more in at the end of that video. Okay, y'all, 20 minutes and 50-second mark, right? Original Straight No Chaser said, the fact that you were asked to do that is wild. And Coleslaw said, yeah, that is wild. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So when y'all see all that stuff about, you probably watched the video yourselves anyway, but yes. And y'all know that Melody is already working with her attorney on this, and she's adding this to the list of evidence. She's just not going to be saying too much out loud to people. The fact that Melody even put in her stories the video of, his name starts with a D. I know that guy because he's like a Instagram comedian. Well, that's where I see him on TikTok. But that you're going to jail song and all that stuff, and saying, the stuff that she was just sent, Revelation will be a code again for her sales, all that stuff. Yeah, she's letting people know I got the information, the new information, and she's going to act accordingly. Her name has been thankfully changed back to what she wants it to be. And things take time, but of course she's taking action, because people like Martell and Coleslaw won't stop. They'll never stop without the interference of the justice system, because they have no limits. So yeah, if anyone out there is still thinking that Melody isn't taking action, she's just not going to be telling everybody what she's doing. She's going to get like that. Again, I'm almost surprised she even dropped that hint that early, that she, had the police thing and everything up there. But that's enough to let us know. This is bold on both ends to me. I am so, I guess I'm gonna have to say flabbergasted. I don't know what to say. This is crazy that this is out. Of course, I'll go around, I'll listen to the other content creators, and it seems like there's a consensus that, yeah, charges are coming. But let me know what y'all think. Talk to you later. Bye.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.